Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 16 of Life's World. And this pond behind me has looked like this for far too long. Far too long. It's ugly. All right, we could be honest here. It is ugly. I say this so early on in the episode because I actually have a plan. Okay, that's a lie. I don't have a plan. I have an idea. I was also thinking maybe we could take this terrain and lift it up and have it be above all of this, while having this part be in line. So maybe even raising it up one, I think, is the plan. I think it's just kind of something that I need to start doing before I can explain it. I don't. Let me see if this. Yes. Well, okay, kind of. Obviously, maybe mess it up a little bit and then connect the textures into the water. But then what I think I'm going to do is basically connect this, just take it along here, and then have it swoop around back here and connect with this wall there. Because if you're new here, I have a plan for this eventually. If you've been here, you know what that plan is. I guess you have to just watch the older episodes to find out what that plan is. Or continue watching to watch it happen. So I think I'm just going to go get a bunch of stone and then texture it later because, I don't know, that's just easiest for me. I need some bread, which our wheat farm has been working wonderful, by the way. Unfortunately, though, our carrot farm is, yeah, it's broken. I think he got food somehow, so that villager doesn't feed him anything anymore. Okay, time to lay out where this wall is actually going to go. All right, and there's the rough estimate, and I love it. Now, I just got to go through, roughen it up a little bit, and make it look that much better. I don't feel like it's my best work, but I also don't hate it. So, now for the actual pond itself. Right now, it kind of just looks like it's just slapped here. And I think that's because of... And I think it looks like that because it's just water and then grass. Straight to grass. There's no... I don't know. Not shading. Not dimension? No, not dimension. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean. Okay. And I wasn't recording. Anyways, anywho, to get you caught up, I went ahead and replaced everything with coarse dirt. I also outlined the entire pond with coarse dirt. Now, as you can see in the center here, I tried to do some basalt, and honestly, I'm not sure if I like it. So, one last thing I'm going to try is to see if I replace the whole bottom with basalt to give it dimension. If that looks good, that actually could work. Now the question is, this is going to be a lot of trial and error, friends. Because when the basalt is facing upwards like this, honestly, this gives me like pebble vibes, you know? Okay, now, next question. If I went ahead and started bringing this up, I don't really have any strong feelings about it, I think is the thing. Okay, now another fun thing to add, inspiration from Mr. Mir. Actually, I'm taking a bit of inspiration from him because these are some pretty good ideas. Okay, I actually don't have any lily pads. Okay, I went ahead and collected a bunch. I got a bunch of lily pads, and a bunch of flowers. So, what I saw that just really had me in awe was this flower. Or, well, he made it into a flower. It's just pretty. I feel like it's lacking some whimsy. Honestly, I don't think that added much, but I'm gonna say that I think it looks pretty cool. I love it! Wait, it's so cute! It doesn't really have any function. Like, I thought about adding a waterfall. I mean, technically I still can. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just add water coming out here so then it could just flow in. Even without it, I think it's cute. I thought about adding like a bench or maybe a little dock. I mean, I could still add a little dock going out this way. Wait, actually, okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm just so happy that we finally got this done. This pond was the biggest eyesore and it drove me crazy. We could just focus on this area and finish the terraforming over here, which would probably be a good idea. I know I said I was done with this pond, but I have one more thing that I would like to add. Yay! I love it! This is the final thing, I swear, that I want to try to add. I feel like it's hard. Well, with shaders, it's hard. Oh my gosh, this pond is even pretty without shaders. I don't know. The glass panes, it might just be my texture pack, is kind of hard to see, but I think it's a good touch. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it. Is this too many? How many is too many? No, I think it looks good. I think it's fine. This pond being officially done is like a weight being lifted off of my shoulders. And I'm not even kidding. Okay, now we can move on over here. But one thing is, I did find out that you can plant sugarcane on mud. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this out so I don't have to have this minecart anymore and I can just have hoppers. Now that that part is fixed. And voila! We are now back in business and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's gonna stay underneath there. And honestly, it's been doing me well. So let's go ahead and get this terraforming done because honestly, it shouldn't take me that long. I might fix this as well. Maybe? I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see how carried away I get. So I started the plans for the quarry that we are going to be putting here. I just don't know if I want to tackle that yet. I don't know. That's kind of a daunting task, if I'm gonna be honest. It's not that bad. It's just I gotta make it look natural. Which I mean, most of it is fine already. I did close it up though, so it looks a little bit better. Kind of looks like a bean. Oh yeah, and I did the terraforming. I just kind of got carried away with the moss, and then I started building it out, and then I was like, oh, you know what? Let me just shape the area for the for the quarry. Now I don't know what to do. Okay, I could do this quarry. Should I do this quarry? Probably. And then I was thinking about my nether portal, if I want to move that, because part of me thought about putting it into my storage room, but I plan on building my storage room over here, so I think it's just going to be too close to the iron farm, unfortunately. Unless one day I find the random motivation to move my iron farm, because I kind of dislike the location of it. But at the same time, I don't want to. Then I'm also thinking about ideas for this building. I currently have no ideas at this moment because it's just going to be such a tall, rectangular building. I don't know. I don't know. I maybe. So here's my idea for the storage room, because honestly, I'm getting to that point where I'm starting to need it. Because I have a lot of stuff. And my idea for the storage room is to be a cave, like a large cave. So that's why I'm going to be putting it into the mountain. At first, I planned like a castle kind of looking entrance, but I think I'm going to scratch that idea for now and just build a cave entrance. So, and like a giant arch in a way. But I don't know where to put that archway. I don't know if I should put it there or if I should put it here. I feel like here would probably be the better idea, right? Not that it matters that much, I guess. I've just been running around in circles like this and trying to figure out what to do first. Okay, I think I'm going to start the storage room. And I say start because I think I'm just going to mark out the entrance. Where I'm standing is honestly probably pretty much smack dab in the middle. I am going to have to take all of this and push it back to line up with about here. And then we could just build up around it, basically. Okay, well, I'm just gonna start and see where it leads me, I guess. Here is my update. I think it looks, obviously it looks a little out of place right now, but you can see the vision. I think I might just do a bunch of digging. I'm actually doing a lot more on this than I was expecting to, but I'm kind of having fun using a cheetah cam here. I can go into this mountain and we have so much real estate in this mountain here that we can use. Let me try to explain my plan here. Basically, what I want is I want this to be kind of like a cave tunnel-esque thing, maybe a drawbridge with, I don't know, water or something, because I just like the drawbridges. Or the glass smoke effect, too. That would be cool. Then I want it to open up into a giant looking cave. But I would love for these beams to be hanging down, yeah, like this. You see how there's all the different heights and stuff, like this almost balcony looking thing hanging. This is really good inspiration here. Love this. The tall ceilings with the support beams. And I honestly think it's going to be a little bit dark. And that's where I'm taking the lush cave aspect, because I plan on hanging a bunch of glow berries from the ceiling and having it look like stars in a way. I don't know. I think it looks really pretty. Yeah, like I said, I'm just kind of having fun digging. So I'm going to fix up my tools and then just dig a giant square or circle for now. Wow, I really have been loving circles. Okay, here's a pretty big update, mainly because I have to go fix my tools. But this is what we are working with so far. I think it looks fine. It looks like a cave. You know, I'm planning on leaving all the patches and stuff because honestly, it'll be easier for me and it looks natural. I'm not planning on adding any of the support beams or anything else until the end, which I'll probably regret because then I have to come back up here. But if I just go into a little cheat cam really quick, you can see we have a pretty large looking cave system. Honestly, this is a little bigger, I want to say, than I was expecting, but it's fine. So now all I'm going to do is just start taking it down and just keep going down until I reach this level. Yeah, we're probably going to have to go through and fix how it looks, but right now I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm just gonna see how much I can get done right now. After I fix my tools. Whew, okay. I think we're 2 hours in. Honestly, probably 3. I think we're 3 hours in. And this is what we got so far. Obviously not perfect, but it's a start. I would say 25% left, so we're a third of the way done. I don't know. It doesn't look like that much, but when you look at here to here, but there's a decent amount of stuff left. I just surrounded it, and both of my silk touch pickaxes are gone. I got my fortune ones, but I think I need a break from breaking blocks. So I have a bunch of levels still. I might need to get some more, but my current plan is to just go make a bunch of pickaxes, and maybe I'll go try to find netherite for them, because I am tired of fixing up these pickaxes. I do have all of my villagers here. Some of their trades have gone up, but most of them have stayed, so that's good. But the problem is I don't have any emeralds. And we still have a lot of space in here, so I think I'm gonna move in some armor smiths and weaponsmiths. Nice. Wait, what happened? Why do I have a new window? I didn't put that there. Oh my goodness, I had barely just enough. But just like that, we got 6 new pickaxes. I went ahead and did 3 fortunes and 3 silk touches. Just I don't know why, because it makes sense to me. Now I got a bunch of TNT. Let's go see how much debris I can actually get with it. Alright, I still have some TNT left over, but I have almost died too many times and give up. And got 28, so it's fine. Is this a flex? It feels like a flex. You know, some people make backup armor. I just make tools. So, 2031, 1561. Yeah, so that gives us about 400 and so extra blocks that I can technically break. And with this many netherite pickaxes, that adds up. So I don't think I'll have to fix another pickaxe until I'm done mining this thing, which would be very nice. I want to say 6.5 hours later. And we're done. that was a that was a big project. Yeah, this this was a massive project. Ooh. So worth it. I still have yet to even do the entrance, which is a few more blocks to break. This has literally been my whole day. And you know what? I'm not even upset about it. So right now I'm trying to find the center so I could kind of lay out my idea. And if I was going with the entrance, like this is the center of the entrance, right? This way, it would be about here, right? But if you look at this room, the center should be like 2 blocks over. So the question is, do I make it mismatch with the room? Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I wanted a big cave, right? But I was like, oh, where am I going to put my storage? Because I didn't want to have chest over here and then have to go all the way across to go to the chest over there, you know? So I thought, what a cool idea would it be if I had my storage floating in the middle and then having like walkways coming out of it, and then maybe I can add more stuff. Will I? Probably not, but at least one for bulk storage, and then maybe I can move my nether portal against this wall here. And I'm trying to figure out how I actually want my chest to be laid out. Originally, I thought about making this a circle and having chest face like here and here, and then having the middle be open. But now I'm kind of wondering if I should make it long ways, because okay, actually, you know what, let's keep this here, and then over here we'll change it on this side to see which one I like better, I guess. See, that's... Even then, I think that gets in the way too. Oh! Now, technically, I can solve this if I just don't make it an automatic sorter. Which is fine. I don't mind sorting my stuff. It just makes it convenient. Yeah, wait. I can just sort my own things. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna regret this in the long run? Maybe. I could always just make it automatic somehow. I don't know. I'm not loving the uneven or the even number, but I can't decide if I want to lower it one or raise it one. I could do it shorter on the sides. I didn't think about that. Sad part for me is that I technically still have so much digging left to do. I might try to get TNT involved. I don't know. We'll see. I just like the cleaner lines of digging it out yourself. So the bridge will go like here, right? And then I would love to dig out the sides next to the bridge and give it that starry night galaxy look with the multiple layers of glass and some kind of lighting source. But I am too digged out. I can't. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what color scheme I want to do. And honestly, what I'm thinking is I kind of just want to include all of the colors. That kind of looks cool. When does it get to a point of it being too much? Does that look silly? Don't answer me. Don't answer me. I feel like it has potential. It's just not. That looks kind of cool. Maybe I have it reversed. Maybe the top part should be orange and then the small part should be blue. Yeah, the orange and blue is giving Guardian. I actually don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. After trying at least a million more combos, I finally settled on one that I was truly happy with. It's starting to look like Mardi Gras. I think I like that. I like this one. Keep looking back at it and being like, oh yeah, I like that. that looks good. Okay, I'm questioning myself again because I kind of really like that one. So since this is going to be an open concept, I also need to make the back of it look okay. This is kind of what I got right now. Is it staying? I don't know. All right. Well, I have done pretty much as I can, but I have ran out of a lot. Oh, never mind. I lied to you. I have not ran out of anything. Hmm. Ow. I think I'm happy with that. All right. Now I am officially out of crimson, so we gotta go gather some more. I think the white is too bright. If you have any fun ideas, though, for what I should do for the roof, or if you liked the orange, please let me know. Okay, so for now, our storage is pretty much done and ready to have things start to be put into it, but I would like to be able to fly in and out of here. So that would mean that we would have to open this up. Is this perfect? No, but I think it's alright. It works for now. Okay, so I went ahead and laid out the moss. Obviously, it'll probably change and they won't just be so straight. I'm starting to see it come together. And I like it a lot. Also, seeing my base from like this view is kind of crazy. I've also decided that I'm going to put the nether portal back there and make it a ginormous nether portal. It should be far enough away. Keyword should be. I also still have yet to figure out what I'm going to do for the pathways. And then probably in between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and just move everything to our storage room here. We finally did it. I mean, it's not completed, but the storage part is completed. But this episode is already going to be so long. So that is going to be it for me today. We got a lot done. Well, it feels like we got a lot done. We did the pond, and then we dug out this big storage room. Like this was a big project, and I'm honestly kind of glad that I had a day where I could just sit down and dig a giant hole. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will catch you next time. All right, goodbye.